Paul Harrell, weekdays from 4 to 6. Learn more at paulharrell.com.
That's all you need to know about that situation. It's time for the Conduit for Action game show, where we do the quiz. It's up at conduitforaction.org, and you should check it out. Yes, this is I'm sorry, let me turn this down a little bit.
Yours is loud. Say your music's loud, not your mic.
Yeah, sorry, it even gets on my nerves. So, all right, here we go. Hang on a second. Let me pull this thing up here. Conduit for Action game show, Conduit for Action quiz, conduitforaction.org. Here it is, right here. Here we go. Knowledge is power. Occupational licensing. This is it. This is what we're doing here. Occupational licensing is essential. It's too soon. Occupational licensing is essentially
get control over your music,
the government regulating an occupation for the public safety. It is government. It's a government permission slip to work. It takes many forms, such as a license fees, education exam requirement, and age requirements. Now, this is fascinating, considering we just talked to, the former president of the head of dental examiners. Okay, now the key here, and this has been my whole problem with regulatory agencies or licensing boards, is if it's about the public safety, I understand. But let's be honest, there are licensing requirements that are more protectionist and not about the public safety. And those are the ones that we have a huge problem with. But Arkansas in general, I think everybody would be fine. Okay, if you want to be a dentist, you got to have a license. I think everybody's okay with that. The vast majority of people are okay with that. But if you want to wash somebody's windows, or you want to braid their hair, or you want, what I'm saying? We have more licensing. We've got some terrible problems here. Okay.
You want to be that guy that stands on the corner as cars drive by and pull up to the red light and want to go up there and spray their window? You can do that.
Or the guys that out there that twirl the signs in front of mattress stores, something like that.
Did they have an occupational
licensing? They're going
to
at some point. I'm telling you. Now they will. Some occupational licenses are totally legitimate and may even be necessary. Most people think of occupations like doctors, nurses, lawyers, and pharmacists as licensed occupations. However, hundreds of occupations now require a license before a person can start working. Making it harder for a person to engage in an occupation means less people in that occupation. This is called a barrier to entry. Less people in an occupation means less competition. Let's take the survey, shall we? Now, before we do, we're going to review some of our things here, okay? Joe, when you hear this sound, that sound right there means that you are out of time. All right, let's hear it one more time at full volume. Okay, all right, that's basically all you need to know. If you get a correct answer, we like to do that. If you get a wrong answer, we like to boo you. Okay, that's the way we go. We want to publicly shame you.
Going for 100% so I don't hear any boos.
All right, here we go. Where does Arkansas rank overall on the burdens of occupational licensing? A, 20th most broadly and onerously licensed state, 12th, 8th, or 3rd?
If I remember correctly, because this was a question that was on a previous quiz. If I remember correctly, it's 3rd. We rank 3rd.
On a previous quiz, really?
If I remember correctly, because there was just it was a small thing about occupational licensing in a
okay.
I think it ended up being burden upon the people or something like that.
Okay, all right, so you're going with 3rd.
Exactly.
So that's pretty onerous.
Yeah.
The 3rd most broadly, meaning, and
we do have more than New York as a state.
And
we're probably way up there.
I think some of these questions you could actually just replace occupational licensing with tax policy.
That's true too.
And it'd probably be basically the same answers.
Yeah, I'm going with 3rd.
All right, going with 3rd. Number 2, on average, how much does Arkansas require in fees to engage in regulated occupations in Arkansas? Is it A, $25, B, $100, C, $155, or is it D, $246? Think it out now.
A bunch of people wish it was probably 25, but I'm going to go with 246 because based off of a lot of things that we've already talked about on the show, I'm pretty much going to go with the highest thing possible,
Okay.
or the one that makes us look the worst, because it's probably correct.
All right, well, that sound right there means, sorry, you are out of time. So you're going with D, $246 on average. Question number 3, according to the Institute for Justice, which is the most burdensome occupation in Arkansas due to occupational licensing standards? Is it A, emergency medical technician, B, an optician, C, a truck driver, or D, a fire alarm installer? Which one is it? You just relax. Okay? You just got to relax on this one.
Based off of the different jobs, I'm probably going to go with EMT.
EMT.
I feel like there's a lot more requirements to be an EMT than a, like in terms of occupational licensing, than a fire alarm installer and a truck driver. And
Okay.
I'm assuming an optician is see, what's an optician?
That sound means you're out of time.
I don't think it's an
sorry.
eye doctor, because that's
I'm sorry, Joe.
That's something
I
else.
can't give you help. I'm
going
going to be
with EMT.
chastised for cheating. So, all right, question number 4.
You're being chastised for cheating?
I will be. People say that I help you. Did you know this?
I get no help.
People say that I help
that's
you
how I
too
like
much
it.
in our conversations and let you work it out. It's like, were you ever growing up and the teacher would talk to that one student and try to give him hints? And I was like, you ever? I mean, I was probably that student a lot of times, but I'm just telling you.
I just remember having teachers that say, if you can ask me any question you want, I may not give you the answer you want. So you'd ask very specific questions where the answer is yes or no, and then based off their answer, you could kind of try to infer what they meant.
Question number 4, ranking 3rd worst in the entire country. How many of the 102 lower income occupations does Arkansas license? 25 of 102, 50 of 102, 60 of 102, or 72 of 102?
I'm going to go with 72.
So ranking 3rd. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about the wording of that question. All right, going with D.
72.
I think that's good. Let's go to question 5.
Yes,
have
sir.
you subscribed to Conduit for Action's email list to get news surveys and articles automatically sent to your inbox?
Yep.
All right. So let's see what you got out of these 5
75,
questions.
I missed one.
You missed one. Which one did you miss?
It was what the heck? Fire alarm installer is the.
I
that
thought
is
you were about to.
absolutely
I thought you were
ridiculous.
about to say a bad word.
No, I wasn't gonna say a
I'm
bad
telling
word.
you, I really thought.
What in the
that.
world?
All right, so let's go to the top. Let's review. I'm going to
That's
give you credit.
dumb.
I'm going to give you credit, okay? All right, where does Arkansas rank overall on the burdens of occupational licensing? You chose correctly 3rd for most broadly and onerously licensed in this state. So
I'm just gonna say for the number 3, I should have known
really,
better.
really good, though.
I should have known better.
All right, scrolling down on 2, on average, how much does Arkansas require in fees to engage in regulated occupations in Arkansas? On average, $246. You answered that one correctly, Joe. Congratulations on that. So
again, should have known better. I should have known better.
question number 3. This is the one that you missed, and I'm really sad. According to the Institute for Justice, what is the most burdensome occupation in Arkansas due to occupational licensing? And I think you maybe interpreted the question wrong. It's kind of like, which one is the one that's like, are you serious? Because it's the most burdensome, meaning it's a big barrier to entry. If you want to install, so you got this question wrong. You chose EMT, and the correct answer was actually fire alarm installer.
Okay, so
just
you're
hang on, listen to the booze.
You're talking about
that's so good, so
You're
good.
talking about a higher barrier to entry. You'd think EMTs have a higher barrier to entry than a fire alarm installer.
Well, according to the Institute for Justice, fire alarm installer in Arkansas is the most burdensome occupation in Arkansas due to
That's
licensing.
so stupid.
According to the Institute for Justice.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
All right,
in
we
my
got to give you
life.
more credit. Question number 4, ranking 3rd worst in the entire country. How many of the 102 lower income occupations does Arkansas license? Was it 25 of 102, 50 of 102, 60 of 102, or 72 of 102? Arkansas, you got this right. Arkansas is so burdensome that we license 72 and rank 3rd out of 102. So, but I mean, that one's for you, and this one's for the state of Arkansas and politicians that won't do something for the people and actually, stimulate the economy by letting people work.
May I say something?
Yes.
I just want to apologize to all my fans out there. I let you down. This is a question I should have known better about. Pick the one that doesn't make any kind of sense. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I have failed you.
Now, speak.